Hey, 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 good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's your favorite CEO from Veterans Council Veterans saying hello. I know it's been a while since we've talked, and I've got a lot to cover, but I really want to talk about an upcoming event, which I think is very important. But I can't do all of that until I do my intro. So good afternoon. It's Friday. Friday, everybody ready to get out. We get off work. I think the holiday is Monday for Columbus Day. You know, when you're retired, man, you start losing those holidays and stuff because every day is a holiday for retired. Unless you're like me, you work, 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 work. So I know getting ready for this holiday, I want to make sure we know what's going on with Veterans Council Veterans and what we're focusing on. I tell you, one of the things that I've always been a big proponent of. We're talking about this time. We're talking about we're having our upcoming summit, 15 November. And we finally want to start talking about the family of the veterans, right? Family of the veterans. It's something you really, really hear talk about is the family of the veterans. And we want to start talking about that and making people know that the family of the veterans are out there. How many veterans and family members are out there? How are they getting provided services? What are we doing to take care of them? Because we don't take care of them, then we're not really taking care of the family. I want to show you a little clip that I did when I went to I wanted to definitely got to give a plug to the MIC. I was at the MIC, and I want to give a plug to the MIC because they were there. I was there. Um, had a great time. Almost 3,000 people were there. We got a lot of talking. This is not this show is not for the MIC. This show about Veterans Council Veterans and our upcoming conference here coming up 15 November. But I will be talking about the MIC in the next summit. Right now, we're going to talk about the conference. And at that MIC, I got an opportunity to actually talk to Montel Williams, given what my major concerns was. And I want you to take a listen of what I said to Montel at the MIC about the veterans' families.
To stop that madness and start giving our veterans what they need.
Thank you, sir. So, first question I want to ask is how many people in here are spouses of veterans or family members of veterans? Thanks. That's what I call the forgotten tribe. The families of veterans who got the experience of veterans who got PTSD, who's taking care of them? And if we don't take care of them, it becomes a generational trauma, and then their kids will take it on and take it on. My question to you in here is, and we're having our very first conference for that. It's called Military Veterans Family. But are you guys also focusing on the family members of veterans and not just the military spouse?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. So my question to you is, out there in the medical community, what are you doing to make sure that the family members are being taken care of as well? Because they're on the front line. They're the front line when the veterans have PTSD, when veterans die by having suicide ideations, when suffering from military sexual trauma, when veterans are actually going through divorce, and what is going on and who's taking care of them? They're what I call the forgotten tribe. The other forgotten tribe are the elderly veterans. Elderly veterans are another one we don't talk much about. And Veterans Council Veterans, we did something for them. Last year we had two conferences. Actually, this year, it seems like last year, but this year we had two conferences for the elderly veterans. One on the 28th of June and the other on the 14th of June. Again, what I call the forgotten tribe. Who's taking care of those guys? Who's taking care of the families? Well, I tell you who is. Veterans Council Veterans, one. But I need your help. It just can't be me. It has to be all of us. I need your help to make sure we say to the universe, let's take care of the family members of veterans. We're talking about the spouses, the girlfriends, the brothers, the sisters, the kids. Who's taking care of them as they sit there and trying to navigate through PTSD? This is what this summit's all about. This summit is about bringing those resources together. And it's called Educate, Connect to Empower. So at this conference on the 15th of November, you're going to start getting educated on things that the families experience. We're going to talk about things you can do to help reduce the trauma and the effects, the negative coping that can happen when you have a family member who has PTSD and they're going through anger, isolation, whatever. We need to know what's going on. That's what the 15th of November is about. What I wanted to also talk about is none of this can happen without the village. And everybody out there, I'm talking to you. You are a member of the village. You cannot sit there and monopolize, franchise taking care of veterans. It has to be all of us to do this, not just one element. But to do that, the first part for me from Veterans Council Veterans, who's sharing? Sharing, sharing, sharing. We always say sharing is caring, sharing is caring. We've already had 34 people who have reposted our events for the mental health, for the military and veteran family mental wellness summit. We need more. Our goal is to get 100 reposts to make sure that we start spreading the news, spreading the word, spreading it out, bringing the awareness out of the family members of veterans who have to suffer. And I'm going to sit there and go by name. We got over 34 right here. I'm going to go by name. Hey, that's what I got. That's because it's important to know that you are acknowledged and recognized. Jamie Lashley, thank you for reposting. Leon Fields, thank you for reposting. Mark William Hammond, thank you for reposting. Leon Schull, thank you for reposting. Carl, thank you. Bill Erhood, thank you for reposting. Michael Duff, Christopher Stone, Jean Brooks, Dr. Essie Cologne, thank you. I know her for a long time. Thank you for reposting. Anastasia Parisi, thank you for reposting. Chris Self, Tina Parral, Barbara Sarao, Jason Scott, please excuse me if I mispronounce your name. It's from the heart, not from the mind. Mike Dudick, Joanne Mudisteri, Tanya Rose, Johnny Ferris. Johnny Ferris has been a big time supporter of Veterans Council Veterans. Angela Rose, who is our administrative assistant for Veterans Council Veterans. Share. Sharing is very important. It don't cost anything. It's just sharing. EJ O'Brien, met AJ at the MIC, man, and he's up in Tampa. We need to sit there and meet when we get finished this. Pamela Drake from CareSource, great supporter of Veterans Council Veterans. Thank you for sharing, Pamela. Dawn DeLay LePramp, Robert Galt, Karina Kelly, Lisa Kelly. I don't know if they're family, but thank you from the Kellys. Maria Abdullah, Haram, another big supporter of Veterans Council Veterans. Thank you, Haran, as always supporting Veterans Council Veterans. In this case here, it's the families. Shasa Alandra Ramos, thank you for sharing. Ashley Sard, who's now went from the VA, now working for Empath, and they've been a big supporter of Veterans Council Veterans at Empath. Thank you, Ashley, for sharing. Leo, me and Leo hooked up in Mick as well. Mick is in Tampa. Leo was the military director for the National University where my start came from. Leo, thank you for sharing, man. Denny Yang, I'm gonna have a picture of Denny. Denny came all the way from Texas by himself, wanted to know what Mick was all about, and I hope he got a lot of information, and hope he comes back again. But Denny, thank you again, man, for sharing as well. Last but not least, Michael Harford, and we got to talk. I think he's part of the Florida Veterans Foundation, a part of that organization there. But thank you, Michael, for sharing. I always say sharing is caring. It doesn't take anything to share. You never know who you may be touching by sharing. Thank you. Whew, so we're almost out, almost finished. You know, I know I don't like being on here too long. You know, I always say that to really have the better understanding of Veterans Council Veterans and everybody out there is we have to be a village, right? It cannot be one person. It's not about market share. Get out of that mindset if you're a nonprofit that you have to have 100% market share. It doesn't matter. As long as you are doing your part. In this photo, you got the village, and hope the village can keep bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm talking to people out there. It's a village that you need when you want to be successful. Don't try to do it by yourself or go alone. I do want to show something that I did. A good friend of mine, Damon Freeman, and prayers for your son Hunter. You know, you got Hunter. You're in our prayers. With the accident, we'll talk about it later on, but maybe we'll have Damon on. But you know, he's going through a lot. This is one of his God's assignments to take care of the veterans and their families. He's faith-based, and Damon went up to me and said, "Hey, Tony, I got something for you. And I want you to share that experience with me as well." So hold on, and let's get this.
In recognition of your honorable service, selfless sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to the defense of our nation, the Florida Veterans Foundation and the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs extend their deepest gratitude for your dedication to freedom, your devotion to duty, and your enduring example of courage. Your service has strengthened our state, safeguarded our nation, and inspired future generations. On behalf of a grateful Florida and the United States of America, we honor you with the Veterans Service Medal.
There we go. All right. Round of applause, people.
All right. Thank you.
The final inductee of the class of 2023 is retired Army Major Tony Williams Jr. He lives in Tampa, and we welcome him into the Florida Veterans Hall of Fame.
So that was, a great honor. And, I was almost going to a trifecta because, as you saw there, I was inducted to the Florida Veterans Hall of Fame. I'm part of the class of 2023. That's a big thing. And then I've been formally recognized by Florida Veterans Foundation, another big organization. And the trifecta. The next one is the veterans of Florida veterans of Florida. I get that. I have a trifecta, but it's not about the applause, right? It's about the cause. It really don't matter if I get recognized or not. And when I do get recognized, it's not about me. It's my God assignment. That's God saying, do more, Tony. I'm giving you the tools, right? That's how my God works is he don't do the work. He don't do the digging. He gives you the shovel and he expects you to dig. And he will bring people your way. It's not supposed to be a sermon, but I got to acknowledge that this is my God assignment. He is giving me tools to sit there and help more and more veterans and getting recognized by the Florida Veterans Foundation. Getting the Florida Veterans Hall of Fame is really about that. It's not about me because, hey, at the end of the day, I don't get a paycheck. I do this for free out of love. So anyway, I just wanted to emphasize that. Again, this is an update. What's going to happen every week, I'll be coming on, and we're bringing on people who are part of the summit, from the sexual assault to the PTSD, the suicide. Every week we'll bring up somebody to talk about 3 minutes or 4 minutes, not too much. We want you to come. We want you to come to this event. So come to this event. And share it. Trust me. You don't hear much about them, but there are over 40. There's 40% of veterans have at least one family member. That's somebody that they have to understand they're not in this by themselves. And we're going to start a new trend. I want you to start talking about the vet spouse, the vet family. I know we got male spouse. Now let's talk about vet spouse because we got to start taking care of them. And that's what Veterans Council Veterans are going to do on the 15th of November. In St. Pete, we're having this event, 15th November, in St. Pete. We're going to have all those things, PTSD in the family, mental health in the transitioning family, caregivers, benefits in the elderly veterans, military brat, that's me. We're going to be talking about that and more. All you got to do is share. It's free. That's another thing. It's free. If you're a military veteran, family member veteran, it's free for you. All you got to do is register. Let's start this. One last thing. I almost forget sometimes, man. I tell you, because of the way our system is, that November is also Military and Veterans Family Recognition Month. That's something you don't hear too much about. When it comes to November, everybody hears about is Veterans Day, Veteran Day, and everybody just focus on the veteran. But there's also Military and Veterans Family Recognition Month, and that's what we're going to be doing to make sure that they get the recognition for their hard work and the sacrifice that they have as well. Because, the family sacrifice too. Whew, that's a lot. Hope you guys got an update. Again, once a week, you'll be seeing me and somebody else. Next week we'll have our project lead that's going to be helping me get this on the way, getting this out of the way. We're going to be feeding you. You leave there, you might as well bring one of those carry-out bags or something, because we're going to feed you as well. All you got to do is be there and get the information. Remember, it's educate, to connect, to empower. And the empowerment starts the 15th of November at our conference. Until then, I want to say thank you so much again for listening to this on a Friday. Everybody's probably getting ready for their holidays and stuff, and I'm still grinding. Still got stuff to do. Enjoy your holidays. Be safe. See you Tuesday. Well, you won't see me until next Friday. Every Friday at 1 o'clock, you'll see this event, and it's called Journey to the Summit. This is what we're going to be doing until we get to the 15th of November. You'll see something every week about what's going on for this summit. Wow. Okay, that's it. I'm past my 15 minutes. Hope you guys have a great weekend. See you again. Put the comments, whatever, into the slides. Share. Register. Until then, it's Veteran Council Veterans. Outro.